Hello everybody and welcome to AWACS, my video series where we talk about ATC, GCI and AWACS for DCS gaming. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different anyway. And you know, when you have your big training or mission coming up and you want to explain to your friends about, okay, first you do that and then you do that, and then maybe if we take the fighters from the south and do this, and you don't really have a good tool for that. You could show your F10 map, but then all your waypoints and all that will be shown, or you can't really, move the units which you would like to if you are getting more creative. Of course, you could use your plastic models and say, well, I got the enemy fighters here, you've been coming with your vegans down here, but then you have two hands, so you have to use your head and say that, okay, you got the AWACS there, and then we got that, and then we got the fighters coming in from the top, and we got a fighter, and then if you go with your No. You need something a little bit better. So I got a tip for you, and that is actually a pretty simple, good briefing tool that our friend Mags did at during his working hours. I mean, on his vacation, trying to do this briefing site, which is simple and lets you be a bit creative, and also to share it with your friends. Let's take a look. So you open your favorite web browser and you type in fighterbrief.com, and ta-da, you get to this page. And up here you got the name situation. You can choose that to be, well, let's say I will type in here Apollo's briefs. Don't get any ideas now. All right, and then you can also choose which map you want to use or none. Let's start with none. I will come back to the map thing, and also the share button. I will also come back to that. All right, to the left we got the tools sections, and here you can either have a select or delete. You can easily just point the marker and have a text, and a pop-up window will ask you what kind of text you want. And I want to have a text saying, hello puppy. Here we go, hello puppy, and there it is, hello puppy. Or if you want to have a measure line, you can just click that and draw a measure line, and you can see it has this nautical miles distance marker here as well. But if you don't want the nautical miles, for instance, you want to say, I want this to be the forward edge battle area line, blah blah, the FIBA line, you can just rename it. There you go. And also the selection, you can select it, and then you can edit it up here in the right corner, and that will also affect, well, that will also be the same thing with the fighters or whatever you put up there. You get up an extra box here with properties, and you can say that this name is actually a Swedish unit or a Russian unit or whatever, and you can also choose which coalition, if it's going to be a blue one or red one, like get a little bit of red haze or blue haze around it. All right, cool. And also, if you don't want it, delete button, and just hover over, delete the mofo, and it's gone. Okay, cool. Down here we got which units you want to place out. You got fast jets like that or like that, and if you hold your mouse button and you want to have it on a different direction, you can just hold the left click button and drag it to the left or to the right. Also, there are some heavies. My favorite, of course, is the AWACS. You see it, beautiful. And then you got helicopters, you got weapons. Come back to that, because weapons, despite of just being weapons, showing here as a detonation, they can later on show you where they're going, where they're moving or something like that. I will show you that later. All right, and then we got ships, we got a carrier, we got a cruiser, some ground units, and of course you got a bullseye you can put in here. And that bullseye, if we take the select tool on it, we can choose it to be a neutral or a blue one. You can see the blue haze there, or the red one, if you know where the red side's bullseye is. Anyway, also we have airfields we can put in here, and also, you know, select them as well. The shortcut key is V, Victor, for that, and say it's a blue, and say this one is actually Kallax airfield, like that, and you have the name there directly. That is pretty cool. And also you can put in here some bridges, some evil bridges that is all over evil bridges. Oh, well, and then you go destroy them. All right, and also SAM sites and all that. Down here is action bar, sort of, and that is if you are animating this, like having the aircrafts moving around, or having a boat going on a patrol or whatever. It can be visible here. I will show that in a minute. And then down here, it's me. Hello. Alright, now let's see if we can animate stuff. If you want to put out a fighter, let's say a Viper, you put out a Viper here, that is a static object. Nothing will happen with it. However, if you put up, let's take that away, shall we? Yes. If you take a Viper and drag it on the map, or on the board, you can see it's actually showing you a way how it's flying, like that. And then magically go down to the control bar down there, and you can see that this Viper is actually moving across the screen. And now their creativity really starts. You can have this put up Vipers or whatever going on their attack runs, or if you have let's put out these Tomcats here as well, like a cap. Let's put up a Tomcat here, and let's say it's gonna go straight, capping like that, and then turning right, going straight back, and then somehow turning back like that. That's their capping position. So now you got two units actually, and I will scroll this back, and it doesn't appear in the beginning. That's because I started to paint it well when the Viper had done his first turn. So it's actually time sensitive when you put in stuff in the map. So Viper goes first, then you have the Tomcat doing its cap flight. And if you want to show the lines while doing it, while it's animating, you can do that as well. And now's the cool part. You can select the units. This unit, let's go. And this is a Tomcat. Let's say we call them Tiger. And they are, of course, Americans. And Coalition Blue, they got speed 400 knots. How many wingmans? One big wingman. And formation, well, let's go echelon left. And now you got the, well, let's go back to the, you see that they got, there are two ships flying here, so you can see which units. Okay, there are two there, or hey, if you take the Vipers here, for instance, let's go with them and calling them. What suggestions, please? Did you say lamb? No, can't call them lambs. That's not okay. That's not cool. Okay, I'll do it anyway. And then they're also blue, and they got actually 3 wingmans and have a trail formation because these are bombers. We're gonna do some bombing stuff. And here you go. You can see all the 4s coming up on their bombing run sortie, and going where they're supposed to go. And you can follow the lines, and then you have. For instance, let's go and put a bullseye here as well. Yeah, because everybody loves a good bullseye. So we put a bullseye here. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Selection tool, have it, well, it's bullseye. So this name is actually bullseye. And it's blue. So now we got that. So everybody, you know, get the feeling of where they are. And what else can we have? Yeah, we can have some evil bridges. Let's put some evil bridges. We got ground units, no installations. Yeah, here we go. We got a evil bridge over here. Come on, bridge. This typical evil bridge over here. Let's put it right where they're turning here. Yeah, this is an evil bridge. You can see it like that. Oh, okay. And then when you have this, oh, I put in the bullseye in the not in the beginning, so it'll just pop up later. And the bridge just popped up as well late in the game. But anyway, so you have one of these fighters going to bomb this stuff. As you can see, I'm not an expert on this system at all. I got a Mark 82, and I'm thinking of this dude gonna send his Mark 82 down to the bridge. I said down to the bridge, like that. So if you replay it, the bomb will go boom and blow out the bridge. And in the scenario which you want to have a map, let's say Caucasus, and let's set a bullseye overhead putty. Here we go, like that, and giving it blue. And it's not really correct. Okay, I'll take it away. I said I'd take it away. Take it away. Take it away. There we go, like that. And I put a new one. Let's see here, like that, and I have it sort in the right directions. All right, and then I put it blue again. Here we go. Blue, you got that. Okay, and then you can have, for instance, some carrier moving here outside the coastline. Perhaps you got some shoppies coming from Kutaisi going to Lanchuti somehow. That's cool. And whatever, what else should we have? We should have, let's check on these baddies. You have a flanker coming from the north, perhaps. Yeah, let's put a few of these here. Flankers coming in from the north and going up to the north again. And then I want those to be on the red side, like that. It has two wingmans, formation, finger for lift. That's how they're flying. And when you're done with this, and you want to show your friends, this is a static map. You can now send this URL to your friends and say, hey, look at this. This is how I plan to do my fight. And if you check the URL, it's kind of complicated. So then you press this button up here. And then you get a shortened URL. That is this one, bada bada bam, bada bam, bada bam, bada bam, instead of this long one. And if you have a big mission, you will have a much longer URL. So this is the one you just copy and paste, like Control C or whatever, and then go over to your friends at Discord or wherever you are and give them the URL, and then you can see how it is. And that is static. If you want to show them, like for a situation where you want to do a tactical evaluation or ideas or whatever, then you can just use this and sort of like what I'm doing here, share the screen and make others comment and say, oh, well, let's take away those choppers there, move them further south. Okay, let's do that. And you can have that part. So the fighterbrief.com is actually easy to use. This was the first thing I made, honestly. I just played around and put in stuff here, and as you can see, I put some choppers in here, and really looks quirky if they're flying this formation like that, but that's how it is. And then I put in a couple of fighters, some Vigans going into a attack mission. Of course I got the AWACS hovering around down there, and I got these F-14s coming here. And also what you can do with this control bar down here is that you can increase the speed if you want to, and you can also set it for a continuous replay of the mission if you want that, or take it really slow, like 0.4 the time or whatever. And also, as I told you, I can show you the routes which you are planning to take or are taking. Also, this question mark, you open up a new page, and then you get the github.com, and Max here describes you what it is, and the hotkeys, and his everything you need to know. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and please subscribe if you want to, and stay tuned for more videos from Paul AWACS. Take care now, bye bye.